Hello, welcome. Today I am going to be showing y'all how to make Steebee's homemade fried rice recipe. Check it out. The things you need are white rice, roasted sesame seeds, sesame oil, as well as soy sauce. Salt and pepper. Butter or margarine. And last but not least, mixed frozen vegetables, preferably the ones with the carrots, corn, and green beans, and peas. And last but not least, which is one of the most important ingredients, are the eggs. I usually put 2 in there. So the first step that I usually always do is I cook up the rice. So it could be any rice. I happen to just I just went to Target, so I got a bag of Target rice for like 89 cents. I usually go to the Asian market, but I got a gift certificate for the holidays. So what I do here, so the rice is there, go in here and just I just eyeball it, and then yeah, it looks about right. My mom tried to teach me how to cook rice, and she said if you put your hand in there and the rice is like a centimeter above, I mean the water line's a centimeter above the rice, you're good. But it looks good for me, so I do that. Plug this in and just press down, and then that's it. And then I'll chill for about 15 minutes, and then I'll come back to you. All right, that's it for now. So on a side note, what made me want to learn how to make fried rice, years ago I was at Benihana's, and the hibachi grilled chef dude, he was making fried rice, and he brought out his whole kit, his cooking kit, and it was only like, he had butter and salt and pepper and maybe a little sesame oil, and he made it in front of, you know, the group, and it was delicious. So I was thinking, man, he didn't have a lot of stuff to begin with. I could probably do that, and that's what made me want to learn how to make fried rice. So that's my little story there. Thanks. So while the rice is cooking, what I usually do is I prep the egg, the scrambled egg that goes into the fried rice later. So, and I add a little pepper, a little bit of salt, and then what I like to do, I'm a big sesame seed guy, and this is I'm gonna add more as I later on during the process. Add some sesame seeds, and I'm also big on sesame oil. These are like the hidden ingredients that makes it really good for me. I mean, it makes the dish very good for me as far as the how it ends up. And what I do is I stir here, yep, and that's it. And then what I do is I put this in the fridge, and I just let it chill there, and then continue my process of making the fried rice. So the next step, which is step number 1, you cook the vegetables first, okay? And we're about to get into it, all right? So before I add the vegetables, I put sesame oil and butter in the pan. Okay, then I'll add the vegetables, which I'm about to do right now. So this is the very first step. I have butter in there, I have sesame oil in there, and then I have my bag of vegetables, which consists of peas, corn, and the green beans. There you go. And then, so all you do, whenever in doubt, I like to add more butter. So I always add more butter, because that's the way I've seen them dudes at Benihana's do it. They're always adding butter. And more importantly, so the stuff, so the food doesn't stick to the pan. So I just, I just do this until I just eyeball everything. This whole thing, I just eyeball. I eyeball everything. So this is step number one. You have to cook the vegetables. This is almost done. But yeah, you could usually tell. I'll lower the heat a little bit so it just doesn't get too crazy. So the next step, which is step number 2, is you add the egg. And what I like to do, you'll see, I like to just pour it over the vegetables and then have it cook for a little bit before. And then the last step is the rice. And then adding ingredients throughout, like sesame seed, then you know, the soy sauce and all that. We'll get to it. Thanks for sticking with me, all right? So the next step is the egg, which I just pour it in there. I just pour it in there, all right? I pour it in there, just like similar to how you would make an omelet, you know what I mean? Like a Denver omelet or something. So I let it sit in there, and then I'll stir just like you would scramble an egg, right? Let it cook for a little bit. What I like to do, maybe add a little pepper, right? Add a little pepper, add a little salt. Don't get too crazy, just, kind of finesse it, you know what I mean? Then you just stir the egg in here, right? There you go. Well, it's sticking a little bit, so what I do, add a little bit more butter, right? A little bit more butter can't hurt. Okay. So now the final step is I add the rice, right? And you'll see what I do at the end. See, this is fairly simple, but it's delicious. It's a delicious dish. You just kind of eyeball it. What I do here, add a little sesame seed, you know what I mean? And then I'll add the soy sauce, as well as a little bit more sesame oil at the very end, the very end step, I just eyeball it. Now it's ready for the rice, okay? And so there you go. See the consistency? You can tell the vegetables are cooked, the eggs are doing all right. You don't want to overcook it, but you don't want to undercook it as well. All right, so the next step is adding the rice with the soy sauce, the sesame oil, a little bit more sesame seeds, salt and pepper, and then we're gonna eat, and that's it. All right? All right, I just had added the rice. This is the final step, right? And what I like to do is throw the soy sauce and sesame oil during this last step, which I'll do right in front of you, right here. Right, here we go. Not too much. That's the last I'll do of that. Don't want to get too crazy with the soy sauce. Little sesame oil. And then this is when you just stir. You have to blend it all in to fry it, to make it a cohesive plate, you know what I mean? There you go. And you'll see the consistency will change. I'll add some more right here, some more sesame seeds, I'll add a little bit more salt and pepper just to finesse it, you know what I mean? Finesse it, give it a little love. Just keep stirring, all right? There's a reason why they call it fried rice. You gotta keep stirring it and frying it, all right? Okay, here we go. Don't even front on me. You know this is starting to look pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, don't kid yourselves. This is a delicious plate, okay? You know what I think I'm gonna do? Add a couple more Sesame seeds right there. And guess what? Oh yeah, that's delicious. Add a little bit more butter. Can't go wrong, right? This is how them fools at Benihana do it. They always add butter. Ooh, I spilled a little there. Right? And as you can see, the consistency is there. It's frying, but not too bad. Right? You know what? If you want it dry, you don't have to add butter or sesame oil. I don't like it too dry. Preferably, I prefer a little bit of sesame oil and a little bit of butter. All right? Those are the secret ingredients. Sesame oil, butter, salt and pepper, sesame seeds, and then you're good to go, okay? So with this, look. Come on, dude. Just a little bit, just a little tiny bit more. Not too much there. See, that didn't hurt anybody. Just keep stirring away. Come on, tell me you're not getting hungry. Look at that. All right, and that's it. You know I'm huge on sesame seeds. And that's about it. Look, it's almost ready to go, and this could feed 2 people. You and your girlfriend, you and your buddies. You know, if you're in college, you can make this in your dorm room, and boom, bada bing, you don't have to go to the cafeteria. You could cook this in your dorm room, all right? I wish I would have done it and knew how to do this back when I was in college, because I would have made stuff like this all the time. And there you go. There's Steebee's fried rice. Very simple to make, under $10. The bag of vegetables like 99 cents, bag of rice, $1.50. Everything's cheap, right? Eggs, vegetables, rice, soy sauce, sesame seeds, salt and pepper, sesame oil. That's it. Butter. And that's it. Look at it. Don't kid yourselves. You know it looks delicious, all right? You can hate all you want, but if you're hungry, you would eat this all day, every day. And I'm not trying to brag or anything. No disrespect to Benihana. Mine tastes just the same as that. And I did it in this little crappy room in California, in LA, all right? So thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna enjoy this personally. Look at that. Look at that, huh? Who are you kidding, huh? All right, look at that. Steebee's fried rice, homemade, under $10, under $7 actually. And that's how I do it. And then if you like these videos, I'll cook some more stuff. I don't have that many dishes, but if you like it, I'll keep making these, all right? Thanks for tuning in. So, I just woke up from a dream. It was a stalking dream. I had just done a TED Talk. Yeah, please don't laugh. Yeah, because why would I do a TED Talk? I don't even know what I talked about. And this lady, I was driving this Toyota Tacoma, and I was trying to drive back home, and she was in the passenger seat. And it was really creepy, and I'm like, what are you doing in my car? And she's like, I really enjoyed your talk. And then I'm like, get out of my truck. And then she got out, but then I would drive like a half a mile, and then she would be like on the side of the road, like waving. It was really scary, man. It was like a horror movie. Or I think there was like a Twilight Zone where it was like something like that, where a person drives but they keep seeing the same person. But anyway, this lady kept showing up and showing up. It's really bizarre. Don't ask me what happened after that. That's all I got.